Hello everybody to Roland Vlog Day 8. That silence was for a reason. So, I just recorded a 20-minute long vlog where I was soapboxing really hard. Just kind of your standard Roland kind of bitching, you know what I mean? So I thought I would cut all that down into just a few things that I have to say toward the communication department. One, don't work hard. Matter of fact, the harder you work, the less it's going to really be, less it's going to matter. I went into class this morning. Today we were supposed to present the storyboards. As you all saw, or anybody who saw Roland Vlog Day 7, I presented it to you guys, my storyboard for the Sumail neck pillow video that I drew, kind of orchestrated the scenes, and then edited the video and made the video. The class is called Digital Essentials or some shit. I don't know what it's called. But basically, you go over exactly that. You take video, you edit it, you draw storyboards and whatnot. Well, it wasn't super detailed as you guys saw, but it was 17 slides. We were expected to do 6. I thought I would do 17 because that's exactly how many cuts it took to make that 2.5 minute long video. That took every single scene that we used. It took camera angles. It showed whether it was a close-up, an extreme close-up, a medium shot. We didn't get any wide shots because it wasn't necessary. It was a news program. Well, the class starts. I'm there 15 minutes early. I tell the professor, I say, hey, here's my storyboard. It's 17 pages long. I have a video where I did it really quickly. It'd be about 7 minutes to present it. I'm in a class with 20 people. It's an hour and 45 minutes to class, or hour 15 minutes. He says, okay, well, you're last. We'll put you last. We'll have you present last. Okay, that's fine. So each and every person, we start on a volunteer basis. Who volunteers to go first? People are shy. People are scared, even though they're in communication. Nobody wants to go. Finally, somebody goes. Then another person goes. And they're doing theirs on fairy tales. Okay, so somebody does Rapunzel. Somebody does Alice in Wonderland. Somebody does Harry Potter because they love Harry Potter. And there's stick figures. And the people, understandably so, haven't really recorded a video. They just did a storyboard for something just to get used to storyboards. Well, it comes down to about 20 minutes left to go in the class. And we stop. And he says, okay, that's it. And I'm just kind of sitting there like, okay, well, I'd like my turn to present my storyboard. I didn't say that, of course. And we just continue on. So I didn't get a chance to present my storyboard. So at the end of class, go up to the professor and I said, I know this class is heavily involves critiquing each other's work. People are supposed to critique my work. I'm supposed to critique their work. We're supposed to, learn together. No. He said, no, we didn't really have time for yours. And I'm like, well, I'd like a critique. This is the first storyboard I've ever done. Did I do it right? Did I do it wrong? What do you think? You're the professor. He, hmm. And I'm like, okay, so anything you change, anything you do differently? No. Okay. Thanks. That was a great constructive critique. I appreciate it. Moving on to web design and usability. This is a fresh or a junior level course, I believe. And the professor keeps saying delineate, 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 delineate. Mind you, our first project is to do literally this, and I'm going to do it really quick, just right here on the stream, okay? And I'll make it smaller when I'm done. So HTML, and then we have our head, then we close our head, then we open our body of the text, then we put a P in there and we say hello world, then we close our P, we close our body, we close HTML, and there you have it. This would literally be all the code for hello world. Let me make it even smaller, okay? That is all the code necessary to do hello world. This is week 2 of the class. This is what we're supposed to do. Now I go ahead and save that text file as an HTML file. It shows hello world in the top left of the screen with nothing on it, right? It will just show this text right here, hello world, exclamation point. Cool. That was hard. That's a junior level course. Now he keeps saying delineate, 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 delineate. Excuse me, what does delineate mean? The professor has no idea what delineate means. He can't even answer me. So let's go ahead and let's try and give this professor a little bit of knowledge that he should have already had if he's teaching a course on delineate. Delineate. Describe or portray something precisely. Okay? Synonyms being describe, present, outline, sketch, depict, represent. So let's go into the second meaning, okay? Indicate the exact position of a border or boundary. Okay, with hello world, would we use delineate at all? Would we ever even say delineate for hello world? Am I indicating an exact position of a boundary when I delineate my hello world? No, hello world's going to go on the top left because we haven't even begun on CSS. I could do a center tag, I could do a bold tag, but that's way too far for a junior level communications course on web design and usability. So just so that professor knows, here we go. Google's pretty cool. It's nice to know words when you use them. It's nice to know the meaning of them, especially when you're an instructor for a college level, junior level course, okay? I paid money for this. I'd like to get something out of it. So just next time before you start saying delineate over and over and over, let's just go ahead and pull up that it's a verb and that it's like kind of like describe or present or outline. Instead of saying we're just going to delineate our whole project. Okay, so we're going to describe our whole project? What? No, we're going to let's make sure we delineate the closing tag. Okay, so we're going to describe or portray the closing tag for HTML. Is that what you mean? Oh no, wait, are we going to indicate the exact position? Is that what you're trying to say? No, you don't know what the fuck you're saying. I went on a very long rant on that on the previous video. Anyway, huge disappointments in communication so far. Basically, don't work hard. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to show up to class. I'm going to do bare minimum. I'm going to work on defense of the patients a lot more because it's way more challenging than getting a communications degree. Nothing against people who have done communications programs. It's my program that is very disappointing. Secondly, don't do 17-page storyboards for a 2.5-minute video. Even though it was necessary for me to make sure that the editing for that video went right. And granted, that video wasn't even good. That video was bad. It had some really hard cuts. It was us interviewing a fucking neck pillow, okay? It wasn't supposed to be hardcore or really, really intensive, but it did take 17 individual slides for the storyboard to be complete, and I wanted to present them that way. So I spent about 6 hours on it, and I didn't even get to present it or get any critique from my peers. Yes, these are my peers that are in my class. My colleagues didn't get that. So I'm going to go to class, continue. I'm going to just shut up. I'm going to hopefully learn something. I'm waiting for that part. Do know that my final projects are get 50 to 100 followers on any social media. Okay. Get 100 views on your YouTube channel. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there we go. There's my capstone project. So I'm in communications. I'm gonna actually graduate soon. Differences between communication and science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Math, you don't show up late. Okay, you don't talk. The class clowns don't get fed into from the professor where, oh, class clown, you're so funny. Please continue to derail our class. People take it a lot more seriously when they know if I'm talking, I'm not going to understand how to integrate a natural logarithm, okay? You need to know how to do that. You can't be talking the entire time. You need to know how to do that, and you need to be on time to know how to do that because you're going to be tested on that. There's none of that here. Uh, some people would say, oh, great, it's easy. That's cool. I'm glad you have an easy degree. I'm glad that it's just going to be easy for you because easy has been heavily contributed with good. If it's easy, it's good. No, no, that's not why I'm paying all this money to go to school. Not for easy. I'm going for applicability, for uniformity, for general knowledge, so I can be better at what I want to do. Because when I created that first vlog saying this is what I'm gonna do for a living, I meant it. And you know, everybody says go to college. Go to college. That's where you're going to learn necessary skills. Go to college. That's where you're going to get a good job. Go to college. That's how you're going to make money. Go to college. That's where you're going to learn everything. It's 2 weeks in. Not going to be too harsh, but so far it has been a giant fest of the professors feeding into their egos by students repeatedly kissing their ass. Literally, it's just the professor just bends down over the desk, and then everybody lines up and just the kisses the ass. Everybody just, and sometimes we just go in a circle and we just keep kissing the ass until the class ends. Just I mean the ass is red by the end of class with lipstick, and some people kiss too hard. Yeah, basically it's just a giant ass kissing fest, which is totally foreign to me because the professors in mathematics and physics, they didn't want people kissing their ass. That's the last thing that they wanted. They wanted to teach you a concept because they knew you were going to take it out into the workplace and you were going to be, you needed to know this. This is very important that you know this and you understand this correctly. Whereas when you're dealing with something that is, I don't know, not fact, that is kind of just opinion, it's artsy, it's however you want to do it. I could film a video of my fingernail, and if I did it well enough and people liked it enough, it could be considered genius. Much different when you're dealing with technology and mathematics and engineering and physics. No, there are right ways to do things, there are wrong ways to do things. In this, it's completely subjective. There's no right or wrong way. So that is what's really freaking me out right now, is the no right or wrong way. I'm going to continue reporting on this. I'm going to be very harsh because I'm paying a lot of money for this. Right out of my pocket. Like, I wish I had my wallet on me so I could just start throwing some money at the camera, because honestly this is teaching me a lot more, and I should probably just feed money into the camera, just $20 bills at a time all day long, just feeding $20 bills into this webcam, $20 bills, because I'm learning a lot more from just doing it than actually having these quote-unquote professionals teach me how to do it. So I am having one of those days, if you will, where I'm feeling upset with the department that I'm in. Hopefully that changes. Hopefully I get a professor that's inspiring. So far, it hasn't been the case. So far, I haven't really learned much. Really, where I've learned the most is Google. I bought a bunch of lights. I Googled what's the best way to use these type of lights to get rid of shadows. As you can see in the background, I'm not even using the lights the right way. There's shadow here that you can see that the green screen's kind of messing up because I don't understand lighting perfectly. Wish I did. Don't. Wish somebody could teach me that. They aren't. So I'm going to have to teach myself. So I'm going to be basically Googling all of this, how to use a chroma key correctly, how we've gotten this far has been a giant trial by fire, and I see it continuing that way. Now, because I've spent all this money on an education, I'm going to get the piece of paper out of it as a backup plan, right? Because we all need a backup plan. My backup plan is to get that piece of paper and say, hey, look, I'm certified at being able to write storyboards, and I'm certified at being able to get 50 to 100 followers in a 4-month period, and 100 views on a channel in a 4-month period. I'm qualified for that. See? Do you want to hire me? See? Other people that were professionals said that I'm good enough to have this piece of paper. See? It's a joke. And no wonder people laugh at our education system. I am super discouraged. but that is even more motivation for me to continue. But like I said, bare minimum at school, full bore here on .p. I'm totally on board. You guys are the biggest inspiration I've ever had in my life. I'll continue to get the degree, but that's not what really matters. The true applicability of communications is just doing this every day, practicing, doing podcasts, networking with people, learning from all of you out there in the community. I honestly don't think going through some sort of digital media PR and advertising program is going to teach me 5% of what .p has taught me over the last 2 years. So I'll get the piece of paper. I'll show you guys the piece of paper when I get it. I'll continue doing this vlog. Thanks for listening to my soapbox. You guys were actually the only ones to see the storyboard on vlog day 7. So if you want to go back and watch vlog day 7, you would be the only ones to be able to critique my storyboard. So if you'd like to do that, I'd really appreciate it, seeing as I didn't get the chance to do that in the class that I paid for it to be critiqued. So yeah, go ahead and give it a critique. Go ahead and critique whatever you'd like. We'll just use this as like my online, I'll just look at this as though it's a class, this vlog thing. And, cause I think you guys are definitely more qualified than 95% of my peers and my professors. So if the comm department watches this, hopefully this is a sign, that maybe we should get some more uniformity. Maybe we should get, you know, maybe we should change some things around. Maybe if we're going to create a junior level web design and usability class, we should teach the professors what that means, instead of them saying it over and over and over and over and over and looking like a deer in the headlights when somebody asks, what does delineate mean? What does delineate mean? Hey, professor, we have 24 people that are sitting all around here that are looking baffled whenever you say delineate, and they're too scared to ask you what delineate means because you're trying to sound smart. What does delineate mean? Okay, let's teach them that. Let's start there. Okay, Roland Vlog Day 8. We can call it the Soapbox Day. I apologize if you guys made it this far, but I love you guys. You guys are literally the wind beneath my wings, and I will continue to go to these classes, and hopefully one day I'll be able to bring you guys a piece of information that I'm like, hey, look, I learned how to do this at school. Oh my God, at school I learned how to do this. No wonder that like a bachelor's degree has become the new diploma, because I mean, I feel like a master's degree or something needs to be the new diploma. We are highly undereducated. And I don't want easy. I don't. I want challenging. I want challenging and informative, not easy. But I'll go for easy. I'll take the easy, and I'll graduate, and then I'll go for a master's program, probably back into physics or math. Okay. Thanks, guys. As always, good luck and Godspeed, and don't flame me too hard for being so upset, and make sure you do your research. Know that you can be a professor if you just use this word over and over and over and over and over. Just make sure you know what it means, okay? So thanks so much for tuning in to Vlog Day 8. Once again, good luck and Godspeed.